I hear that again from a senior Israeli official who says that several senior top Iranian military commanders, including the head of the general staff of the Iranian military and senior nuclear scientists, have all been targeted in those strikes. And according to IDF assessments, there's a high chance that they've been eliminated.
That was an analyst on CNN referring to the strikes against Iran, nuclear facilities, civilian leadership. Even the head of the so-called Revolutionary Guard reportedly has been killed. One report says 9 of 10 top nuclear scientists have been killed by the Israeli strikes. The Ayatollah Khomeini confirmed the death of several Iranian commanders, so it obviously is true if Iran is confirming it. And Iran responded to the strikes by launching over 100 drones. Most of them have been intercepted. There have been some casualties, but the response from Iran seems certainly mild compared to the response of Iran last fall. Again, the head of the so-called Revolutionary Guard has been killed, along with most of the Revolutionary Guard's leadership. They were hiding out in an underground bunker. And following the attacks, Trump posted this on Truth Social, and I'm quoting, "They are all dead now, and it will only get worse. There's already been great death and destruction, but there still is time to make this slaughter, with the next already planned attacks being even more brutal, come to an end. Iran must make a deal before there is nothing left and save what was once known as the Iranian Empire. No more death, no more destruction. Just do it before it's too late." Close quote. Now, I don't know what Israel was supposed to do. They have an enemy called Iran, the top exporter of terror around the country. Iran has funded Hamas. Hamas couldn't have done what they did on October 7th without Iran. Funding the Houthis, funding Hezbollah in Lebanon, and of course, they are hell-bent on not only the destruction of the Jewish state, but on the destruction of Jews. And they have been marching Iran towards getting a nuke for a long period of time. Every president from Barack Obama onward has said that a nuclear Iran is unacceptable. Yet nothing was done. Iran marching ever closer to getting a nuclear capacity. And here is what the Prime Minister Natanyahu said, number 32.
Launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat. For decades, the tyrants of Tehran have brazenly, openly called for Israel's destruction. They've backed up their genocidal rhetoric with a program to develop nuclear weapons. In recent years, Iran has produced enough highly enriched uranium for 9 atom bombs. 9. In recent months, Iran has taken steps that it has never taken before, steps to weaponize this enriched uranium. And if not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months, less than a year. This is a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival.
We'll play you his full statement later on this hour. Here is what the Iranian Supreme Leader had to say. Number 22.
When Iran's Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, issued this statement, he said the Zionist regime opened its filthy and bloody hand to commit a crime in our beloved country and revealed its evil nature by striking residential centers more than in the past. He goes on to say that the Zionist regime has prepared a bitter and painful fate for itself and will definitely receive it.
The former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said this, number 36.
That's correct. There's only so much you can do by, tweezer-type approaches. At some point, you got to hit the octopus on the head, and that exhausted itself, and this is the more effective action. This is a preemptive action to prevent them from acquiring nuclear weapons the way North Korea acquired nuclear weapons, We don't want them to reach that point, and that's why we have to act. We did this twice before, by the way, Anderson. We did this once in Iraq in 1981 and prevented Saddam Hussein from obtaining nuclear weapons, and again in 2007, and we prevented Assad from obtaining nuclear weapons. The whole Middle East and the world would become hell if Iran gets nuclear weapons, and then it would cascade to everyone, because Turkey would want nuclear weapons, Egypt would want, everyone would want, and we'd have literally a nuclear heaven, nuclear hell in the Middle East.
And he's right. Israel took out Saddam Hussein's nuclear program in 1981, and President Reagan criticized Israel. I think he did it just for public consumption, not because he really believed it. And in 2007, Israel took out Syria's nuclear program. Israel has done the world's dirty laundry for a very long period of time and continues to do so. But here's the deal. Unlike Hamas in Gaza, which is still popularly supported by the Palestinians, despite what happened on October 7, despite the decimation of Hamas by the IDF, Hamas remains popular as far as the Palestinians in Gaza are concerned. That is not the case with the Ayatollah in Iran, where the reports are that the majority of people in Iran, most of whom are under the age of 30, despise the Ayatollah, despise the regime. And this may, I emphasize may, destabilize the regime to the point where there might, in fact, be a regime change. There might have been one early on in the Obama administration, but Obama did nothing to help the dissidents. So maybe, just maybe, something might happen this time.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.